I clicked the live stream YouTube button again. Now I'm seeing prepare to live stream the meeting.
Yeah, looks like the live streaming is working.
Oh, how do you see from your end?
There's a signal that the content of this meeting is being sent to a third party.
Oh, okay, nice. That means our auto uploading to YouTube. Great. Thank you, Feynman. Binbin, I'm going to pass the host to you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and I can also see it on YouTube. Amazing.
Oh, so everyone can see our live stream from YouTube right now.
Yes, let me post the URL.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, please. You are live now, Binbin. Go ahead.
Let me.
Eventually.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so let's start the meeting. So firstly, let's welcome our new org maintainer, Shui. And because he already contributed to like Ratify V2 recently, and there are a lot of PRs got merged, and also he provided a lot of like valuable feedback to our new PRs in Ratify V2. So we just have a new we have a vote for promoting Shiwei to as a maintainer, and we also got like 2/3 votes, so it's already approved.
Yeah, welcome, Shui. It's great to have you on the team.
Welcome, Shui.
Yeah, thanks. And I'll say hi, everyone.
Yay, we have someone who can approve PRs now, a new one.
Okay. Yeah, and welcome again. And next announcement is Ratify v1.4 release blog has been posted to CNCF. Okay, let's check. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Fima, so is this blog posted by you or CNCF?
I authored this blog post and published on the Ratify website, and then contacted CNCF to repost it on the CNCF website. Maybe in the future, if anyone want to have more visibility and promote Ratify to the broader community, I can help to amplify it on CNCF. You just need to contribute more content to the Ratify website. Whatever is a deep dive into a specific feature or underlying technology, or just any updates from the community, we can promote with CNCF.
Yeah, thank you.
And one more thing, as we mentioned, there's a new cloud provider support since Ratify v1.4, which is the Alibaba cloud provider, their authentication provider. I talked with Alibaba Cloud, and they are willing to join the community meeting, maybe since this month, but the time difference is still a challenging thing for them. So I'm trying to talk with them and see if we can maybe adjust the meeting schedule, maybe have a bi-weekly series to take care of those folks who are working in Shanghai and Beijing. In most of the Chinese companies, 8 a.m. is very, very early for them to join the meeting. I'm still talking with Alibaba Cloud contributors to see a potential schedule for them to join us.
Yeah, that makes sense. I remember probably 1 year ago, we have like 2 different series for the community meetings in like different time. So probably we can do that if Alibaba want to like join the community meeting.
Yes, maybe having 2 different schedule series might be friendly for people in different time zones. And also, after daylight saving time, since March, I think it might be much friendly for people in China.
Yeah. Okay. And next one, the ratify CR name in V2. Yes, I think we already have a short discussion on it in a previous committee meeting, and I create an issue for tracking it. Uh, the reason I bring it up again is that I think Akash found that Ratify v1.3.1 was published in Homebrew recently. Maybe not recently, it's 2 months ago. Yeah. So I'm thinking if for Ratify v2, if we build the new Ratify CLI, should we keep the same name or we should update the because in previous discussion, we plan to change the name, like for example, to like ratify CR, ratify CTL, or ratify V2. So I just wonder if we should like update the name in V2. Hey, I guess.
Hey, Binbin, do you think you could give a summary of what the concerns were again last time? I briefly remember there was a concern over the repo name not matching the package name, but I don't remember any of the other specifics. So if you happen to remember that, that would be great to get a summary again.
And because I remember like firstly our new repo name will be ratify dash CLI. I mean, let's just go to the repo. Yeah, so the repo name is the ratify dash CLI. And for the command name, we plan to have it as like ratify CTL because we want to keep consistent with all the libraries, like for example, like kubectl and also like etcd-ctl. So usually, if we have a ratify service at a like it's running as a daemon, then the command name usually named as like something CTL. So if we want to keep consistent, then the right convention name is like the ratify CTL. So, but currently we have the name as just ratify, and also ratify is a verb. So if we want to verify an image, the command would be like ratify, verify something. So it's also looks something like a bit weird. Hey, you have hand up?
Yeah, I add a comment in the issue for the name change. I try to understand the reason, but I also mentioned that if we really want to change the name, we try to avoid ratify way too.
Yeah.
It's so yeah. Could you explain the reason if we don't change, what will happen? And I think ratify is our brand, right? It will be very natural for user to think about ratify as a command line. And also, I think if I remember correctly, For Kivono, they also have a CLI for policy. I think they keep the same name. Yeah, so I think if there's no, I mean, if it is not really necessary, I suggest that we keep the same name.
Yeah, Kivono has the same name as the brand. Okay. Yeah. So if most people agree on using the same name, so we can keep that. Simon, you have an
If our concern is about using a verb as a CLI tool name, I think there are pretty much a lot of examples. They use their project name as a verb, like make, right? Grab. And I remember there are a bunch of CLI tools. Their project name are also verbs. So I think using ratify as a verb literally is not a big concern here. My only concern is that if we change the project, the CLI, if we give a new name to the CLI, it may spend a lot of cost to promote the new brand. Most of the people and the existing users, they know Ratify. But if we still want to have a new name, I think at least we have to come up with an memorable and interesting name. Naming is hard.
yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, we can just keep the original name. And Shui, do you have any concern on that?
No, for now.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Next topic, the milestone, the 1.5 milestone. Okay, let's go to the no, this one. I just need to close some of the issues. One milestone. Okay. Yeah, we currently have 13 issues in the 1.5 milestone. Let's just go through one by one. The first one supporting multi-arc image. Yes, I think we still need to support that, but I think probably we hey, you have hand up.
Yeah, I think before we discuss 1.5, so I have a suggestion that because we are working on Ratify V2, right?
Yeah.
I suggest that for the new feature, we do the new feature on the Ratify V2. And
Yeah.
yeah, so we probably will not have V1.5. For current V1 version, I think my suggestion is we focusing on bug fixing and the security issues, if any. And for new features enhancements, we do that in V2.
Yes, that makes sense. So for the milestone, we just go through option, and if it's a feature request, I will move it out. And if like bug fix or some minor change, I think we can keep it in the milestone. Does that sound good to you?
But if only bug fix if only bug fix, it will not be, the minor version should not step.
Yes, that's the patch version. Yeah. Okay. So
Should we work on creating some new milestones first before triaging 1.5? What are the milestones we have right now?
Currently we only have future 1.5 and V2.
Do we want to create one for the alpha for V2?
Yeah, that's also I'm thinking that maybe we can have a alpha for V2, and for the existing bugs, we can think about 1.4.1, and yeah, we can start with those two milestones first.
Okay, so we can have a V2 alpha
I think we yeah, .1. Yeah.
Okay. Dates optional. Okay, I just create one.
Yeah, once we have the scope aligned, we will estimate what will be our target date.
Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, I think so for V2 alpha 1, we may need to triage some issues, probably offline, because I think we don't have like most issues created in this repo. So yeah, I will create those issues, and then probably we can do the triage or other like maintenance in the next committee meeting. And back to our issues, we have a few issues untriaged. Maybe we can just look through them today and make them triage.
Okay. And we can, if we have time, we can also take a look into the 1.5 milestone to see if there is a feature we can move to at least move out of 1.5 and maybe label it for V2, but we can decide what it will be the exact milestone for those features.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. First one, ratify ham chart should provide a way to over notation chart identities. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it should be completed, right?
Yes, I remember Sharon made a PR to support that. Yeah, let's say it should be already charged. I can think offline to check if it's already supported.
Maybe you can
Probably.
firstly comment on this issue later on. Yeah, to
Yeah.
check with the user in this issue to check
Yeah.
whether the latest Ratify release fix his problem.
Sure. I will do that offline. And next one, updates deprecated SDK. Okay, so we I need to check if it's already done in this PR. Let me check.
Fix 1751. It should be this one, right? No, it's different.
First, we remove it triage tag. Okay, so basically we want to update this SDK to the new security keyword editors. Yeah. SDK vehicle. Okay, seems it's not updated yet. Okay. I will check out with Josh on this issue. Okay. Next one, create V2 branch. Yeah, so this one is already in progress. So okay, remove the triage tag. So currently we already have a few like libraries built out in the on the ratified project org. And so also we have a CI POC to validate our like workflow from the executor to like verify and stores. So it works as expected. So next step, we will be building a new Ratify V2 like service for the gatekeeper add-on. And also I created a V2 branch in the Ratify repo. So everything will be built on that branch. And next one, sign all the Ratify release binaries. Okay, I guess, do you have any update?
Nope. Just still waiting for kind of consensus on how we want to approach this, because we will need to decide which tooling we want to use for signing the release binaries, and I think not all the tooling supports this. So
Yeah.
I guess, Feynman Yi, do you have any opinions on this one? How we want to proceed forward?
Yeah, should we just do it for V2 in the future, or should we still need to support that in V1?
What's the target release binaries that we want to sign? Is it Helm chart or something else? Or just the source code files?
It's the source code files and it's the binaries that we produce for the plugins as well as for the CLI.
Oh, I think the CLI. Yeah. The CLI release assets.
Yeah, I would suggest that we can wait. Let me calculate. Now it's February. So maybe we can revisit this issue in March to see we have some other options. Right now, I don't think this is urgent. So maybe we can give some time.
Yeah, sounds good. Next one, tag security self-assessment. Okay. So it sounds like a security review.
So this is like the precursor to security review.
Okay.
This is more of like a self attestation type of thing. You fill this out and then you declare where you're compliant or not. And then also the tag security, you can submit it to the tag security chair and then they will do a review. And then they may follow up with certain actions afterwards. But I think the full on security audit, maybe we consider that for V2 for sure.
Yeah, I think we are building a new version and we want to address like most issues we already identified in V1. So I think if we send the V1 to the security review and if there are a lot of issues, then we will not have time to fix in both V1 and V2. So probably we can just like send the V2 for the assessment.
Yep, that makes sense.
Can we put it in the V2 milestone first, or
Yeah,
we can do that later?
milestone.
Not alpha. I think we can first put in V2. Yeah. Then later on we can decide.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, fifth one. I think we already have agreed on the name, so I will close it later and add the conclusion. Yeah, under the comment. Okay, we still have half an hour let's just clean up our 1.5 milestone. Support the multi-arc image. I will remove it from 1.5, and I think effect can be done in V2, but probably not in Alpha 1. Okay.
Yeah, let's first, if we are sure it is for Alpha 1, we can put it to Alpha 1. Otherwise, we can generally put to the V2 first. Then later on, we can charge V2.
Notify users early if KMP result does not exist. Okay. Fifth one. Firstly, I think we can remove it from the V1.5, but I don't know if we will support that in V2 because the V2 probably will not have the KMP. It might have other like similar resources. So I will just put it
Yeah,
in future.
it's a new enhancement. Yeah, you can put in a feature, then we can do that later. Yeah.
And update CLI config to differentiate type input. Okay, I remember that's for the V1, and if we should do the same in V2 CLI, but it's not planned yet. Probably V2. Next one, support verifying common images across namespaces. Verifying common images across namespaces. Yeah, I remember this is one limitation in the V1, like multi-tenancy support. So, yeah, because we will not do it in V1, so I will put it in V2 for the multi-tenancy enhancement.
Maybe, yeah, for this one, we can put in future because I think for V2, the main goal, one is of course the ratify V2, right? The new implementation. The second could be one or two feature for the key management system. So I mean the first version of V2, we can do some other features that's in V2.1, V2.2. So yeah, so we can have a small scope for V2, otherwise it could take some time to release it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Refresh. Okay. Re-evaluate and reflect current implementation to mitigate timeout impact. Okay. Oh yeah, I think it's probably caused by for example, the cause and killers check, and sometimes I think most failures are from the cause and killers verify. So it makes our like for example the E2E test fail like intermittent. So I think this will be an enhancement. Okay, it may probably in future.
You mean, have we seen this timeout recently? I haven't. It looks like the end-to-end, the basic suite is pretty stable.
No,
No?
I rerun the test sometimes.
I see, I see.
Yeah, and this is after we added retries. So even after that, it sometimes fails.
Yes, I feel it's just like the server probably is not stable. So
Yep, yep.
yes. Okay. Back to V1.5 and KMP for trusted signing. Uh,
I think this one will be in V2. This is what we previously planned
okay.
for 1.5. So we will do this on V2.
Yeah.
And probably at that time it will not be this name, right?
Yes, we might have a different name. Generate spam and provenance referral artifact.
Yeah, this one is for the on the images themselves. Right now we have it generating these SBOM and provenance attestations using Docker's image index approach. Seems like they recently released a way to use refer artifacts for the same thing. So I think we just need to update our release pipelines to leverage that.
Okay. Are we still doing it in V1 or maybe in future?
I mean, are we planning on having a 1.5 at this point, or is it all gonna just be a patch on V1.4?
So
Yeah,
but
there's no major planned feature for 1.5, Akash. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's more
maybe
of a
this is a
patch.
V2 thing. Yeah.
okay. Let's uh let's put it in the future first.
Sure.
Next, okay. I think it's the same. It's very similar issue. So I'll just move it to future. Simplify the inline KMP resource creation during Ratify installation. Inline KMP resource. Hey, can I move it to future or in V2?
Okay, this is about without asking user to download and ask user to transform the format to pen, right? So we can put this in future. So for the first version of v2.0.0, we don't need to consider this, but we may consider it in the future release. So
Okay.
we can put it in the future backlog.
Have we investigated this one and said Helm chart doesn't support the download of certificates?
Yeah, I remember I posted somewhere that
Yeah.
the Helm chart doesn't support downloading stuff.
Yes, but this is still an issue, right? We maybe in the future we figure out a way so that it really help user. Otherwise, user needed to do those two steps as I mentioned. I suggest we put in future. If we have a good solution, we can do that.
Yeah, thank you. Next one, PSA refactor.
This should include some trust or refactoring, like the interfaces upgrade.
So is it already done?
No, I think it should be marked in future.
So yeah, my question
Probably.
is, what is this about? It lacks some details. So because we are working on the Ratify V2 kind of a refactory, right? And this is also refactory.
Yes. So if we are not going to do it in V1, probably we can just close it because the the TSS stuff will be reflected as part of like notation verify
Agreed.
implementation.
Yeah, but what's the problem it wants to solve? If it can be covered by V2, then we can close it. If it is not, maybe
I think it's more about the trust store implementation. So this issue is just checking the refactoring. So it will not impact the user behavior.
okay. Yeah, it's a refactory, so it can be closed because V2 we have the new implementation. There's no need to refactor. Okay.
Validate security boundaries for resource status operation. What? Okay, so is that part of the security review or preparation for the security review? Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe we tackle this with the other security audit work.
Okay. Yeah. We should consider that before like submitting to the security review, and we can add it to maybe future. So if we have like V2 alpha 1 done, then we can go back to this issue and prepare for the security review.
Yeah, I think this is connected. Maybe we need a more broader issue for the threat modeling, right? This is also related to
Yeah.
this.
Also, I remember we have a threat model issue.
Yeah,
Yes.
maybe we can do that and
Yeah.
before security audit.
Yeah, we have this issue created a long time ago. Okay. We can use this one to check the overall threat model, and I can link all the issues to this one.
Yeah.
And third key, granular error handling for the AKV provider. Uh, Yeah, so first assist will not be done in v1.5, and it can be part of the v2 work when we like implement for example, to support the AKV. I plan to add it to v2 so we can get the insights on this issue.
So this is still an issue in V2, right? We needed to address.
Yes, I think we can tackle it at the same time when we implementing the AKV, like for example, if we still call it provider.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, let's put it on the V2 first, then we can think about whether it can be done additionally. For example, we can plan in V2.1.
Yeah. Filter artifacts. Okay, I remember this one was created by partner team.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah, maybe you can first comment on this issue on the progress, then we can check with him separately.
Yeah. Let's move it to do future first. Okay.
Yeah, if we have V2, that means they need Asaf, I think his name is Asaf, needed to do that on V2, right?
Uh, yes. So, okay, V2. Yeah.
No, no. Yeah, I'm just checking, and you can put in V2 first. Yeah, I will check this with Asaf to see he's still working on this and whether they have a timeline or hard requirement on this. If there is, we may have 1.5 for this issue, particularly if they urgently need this.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Thank you.
then it's in V2. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay, we have everything clean up for V1.5. I wonder if we should still keep this milestone or just remove it if we don't plan to have a new release.
Can you refresh this page? It looks a bit weird. Okay. Yeah, we have a three closed, right? What are the three closed features or bug fixes?
Okay, thing.
For the KMP support, is it done in 1.5 or 1.4?
I think it's done in last milestone.
Yeah, so this is
That's
the wrong milestone. Yeah.
oh, okay. That one was already closed. One.
Yes, just to avoid it, if any issue already fixed. I mean, any enhancements. So design proposal. Okay. Okay, I think we can keep this for now. I will check with Asaf on that issue to see any progress and the timeline requirement.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if they really need, we may consider 1.5 for the special case. But let's make a decision later.
Yeah, thank you. And also, I will create a new issue for tracking on maybe a comparison between V1 and V2 that like some features are supported in V1, some features will be supported in V2, and so that we will have a clear like vision of differences and similarities between V1 and V2.
Okay.
That sounds great. Binbin, is the V1.5 milestone, should we delete it to avoid any confusion?
Yes, that's I just asked.
Yeah, let me check with Asaf first. We can do that this week.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sounds good.
Thank you. Cool. Let me go back to. Okay, cool. So that's everything. Yeah, thank you, everyone.
One more question.
Yeah.
So I just noticed there's an issue to define the threat model for Ratify, but that was marked in future milestone,
Yeah.
right? So I think maybe after, maybe during or after Ratify V2, we may need to prioritize the threat model for Ratify because this is a new architecture. Users might be curious about the threat model and the potential trust boundary of Ratify. And also we can apply for a security audit after we completed Ratify V2. So at that time, security audit team will also review and audit the threat model of Ratify V2. So I'm thinking that whether we can bring the threat model back to V2 milestone so that we can have almost every security work for V2.
Yes, that makes sense. So yeah, we can add to V2 and then it can remind us the security boundaries and also the threat model. Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
And there's another issue which was still in v1.4, but we closed the v1.4 last week. So can you open the second issue in the list? The second issue?
Second issue.
Yeah, the second issue which marked as v1.4 milestone. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this was
I got the response from the user, Roy, who
Yeah.
verified the Ratify v1.4 with AWS Signer and also the Helm chart configuration. So he just mentioned there's only one difference when comparing with the version of two Ratify Helm charts. So if you can zoom in into this comparison graph, you can open the screenshot and look at the details. Looks like there are two additional costs at the beginning. So I want to know whether this is expected or not. If you look at the beginning, there are two lines of costs.
Mm.
This was implemented by Sharan before in v1.4, but Sharan is not here. So I want to double check whether this is expected or not. If this is expected, we can close that issue. If not, I think we may have a pull request to fix that. But it doesn't impact anything in v1.4.
Sorry, so which one are you referring to?
The user mentioned there's additional costs at the top of the Helm chart, the YAML file.
Is the version and the code being added?
I think it's the line 29, right? We see that there's quotes around the trusted identities now.
Which line?
33, sorry, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
this line. Sorry, it's on the
last one.
bottom.
I don't think it will have an impact or make a difference because both of them are string.
Yeah, I think so. Both are string.
Yeah, if there's no impact and the users also confirmed this works as their expectation, we can close that issue as completed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can reply in the issue and wait for
Yeah, we
response.
can ask the user to use the latest version.
Yes.
Suggest them to upgrade, then we can see the results.
Actually, the user already uses Ratify v1.4 and they validated the latest version with AWS Signer.
Okay, then we can just close
Okay.
it. Yeah.
They replied in the Slack channel, but without in this issue.
Okay. Yeah, I think yeah, we can close it. Yeah, if it doesn't work, they will definitely ask for help. It has been some time, so I think we are safe to close it.
So I can close now.
Yeah, you can close it.
Yes.
If necessary, they will reopen it.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, that's everything.
Okay.
Then was there another item for meeting times?
Sorry, Susan, what are you talking about?
Oh, hi. Yeah, I see in the notes, Binbin, if you go to the meeting notes,
Yeah.
there's a note, I don't know added by whom, says consider.
I did this one, so because the Alibaba want to like join the community meeting, but the current time is a bit early. So we probably want to follow our old way that we have two serious meetings, and one is friendly to like China teams, and one is for like US team.
Yeah, and I will check with contributors from Alibaba Cloud and see whether have two meeting serials works for them.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Bingbing.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.